Hello, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. If you're joining live, say hello in the comments. I love to connect with you. Okay, so another week has gone by. It's incredible how fast time is going. The good thing is that the weather's getting a little warmer. There's a little more sunshine, so it gives me hope, my friends. If you follow me regularly, you know that winter is not my thing at all. All I do is sit around and dream about going places that have sunshine. So I am super happy that things are getting a little sunnier, although it is snowing today. So if you're joining me live or watching the replay, go ahead and drop a note in the comments. I'd love to see who's connecting. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what the weather is like where you are. So I am challenging myself to not ramble on too much today, although I always have lots to share because I have to hop into a work meeting. But I couldn't resist going live today because I've been working behind the scenes on a few things. So are you ready to hear about them? Are you excited to hear about them? I'm sure excited to share with you. If it's your first time joining me, my name is Genevieve Coe. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Markham, Ontario, Canada. But I've been a demonstrator for over 17 years, which is incredible. This fall will be 18 years. And I can't even believe where the time went. But all I know is I'm super, super grateful to have made that decision to join the Stampin' Up! Community. I didn't even know really what I was joining at the time. I just wanted a discount on some fun, crafty products. But little did I know that it would change my life and just contributed to so much personal development, met some amazing friendships, and enjoyed some amazing perks. So don't ever be afraid to ask me about my story because I love sharing it. So one of the things that I've been working on here and trying to figure out is many of you know that I work full-time now. I used to be a demonstrator full-time. Before that, I was an occupational therapist. But anyway, that's a little bit of my story. But since I started working full-time, it's been this constant journey on how to find balance. And maybe balance is impossible to find, but I refuse to give up all the fun crafting experiences that I get to have as a demonstrator. I love seeing people have fun with the product. I love seeing the pretty things that you make. I love building friendships and relationships with you. I love seeing other people in my circle build relationships with each other. So I cannot give up being a demonstrator, but just trying to find ways where I can work smarter, not harder, and still get all the fun things that I love best, which is mostly the relationships and the people. And a huge part is just seeing people not realize that they could make something or be creative, be so proud about what they made, and seeing people kind of interact and connect and build friendships and all of that. So as you may have know, or maybe you didn't know, I had tried maybe about a year ago, maybe a little more. I started doing a lunch, laugh, and craft at the local Swiss Chalet in Markham. And little did I know that I kept doing it for a while. I was doing it every month. Now I've switched to every other month just to try to juggle my life and try, anyway, I travel for work. There's so much going on. Hi, Rose. So the thing that's been happening with Lunch, Laugh, and Craft is that it has been filling up almost every month for the past few times that I've done it. I haven't even really had to promote it that much or anything. So what I discovered is people love coming, and I think they like the crafting, but I think they love the girls' time out, the lunch, the chatting, the meeting new people. So I wanted to try something else similar but different. And so in Unionville, now Unionville is like a historic area. Parts of Schitt's Creek were filmed in Unionville. Just little fun fact there, that TV show. Anyway, my husband used to kind of work at a school in that area, and he started going to and supporting a little restaurant, a family-run business there called Pig and Chick. Pig and Chick. And so, of course, because my husband liked going there, sometimes we'd go there for date night, and my son likes coming out to eat with us. So we've been going to Pig and Chick and enjoying the food there. And my husband even had set up, like, school lunches, how they have fundraisers with school lunches. So Pig and Chick delivers school lunches to the school he used to work at. Anyway, so I was talking to the owner there the last time I was there, and told her about what I do. And of course, they're always looking to share their little home-based restaurant with more people. And I'm looking for ways to craft without having to worry about, paying a room rental fee or booking someplace or whatever. So that's why the Lunch, Laugh, and Craft has worked out, because if I need to run back to work, you guys can stay in the restaurant and chat and order dessert or whatever. But one of the things I've heard is that not everybody's available during the day at Lunch, Laugh, and Craft. Some people work during the day, which I completely understand, or don't have a flexible schedule. And so I am excited to introduce to you, drum roll please, Monday Make and Mingle at Pig and Chick. Okay, that's a big mouthful. Okay, maybe I should have a contest to pick a name. But so far the name I've picked, which is open to changing, if you guys come up with a better name, go ahead and tell me in the comments. Maybe I'll have a contest if someone thinks of a better name for this event. I can give you a prize. But so far I'm calling it Monday Make and Mingle at Pig and Chick. Okay, so we'll try our first one on Monday, April the 28th. And I've added it to my registration form. So if you don't know where my registration form is, just go to that Linktree link, which is on the screen there, or you can look at the description, and there's a link to my upcoming classes. What do you guys think of that idea? So what'll happen is we'll meet at 5:30. So we can't be too late because, it's a weekday night or whatever. So 5:30 at Pig and Chick restaurant. It's not a big restaurant, but Jean, the lovely owner, has agreed to let me take about 8 spots. So space is limited. So you got to register early. And this is the kind of event where you definitely want to bring a friend, right? Because you can do it together. And all you do to register is fill out my registration form, and you tell me which kit you'd like. So all you have to go to is my kits collection page, which you can see here. So as long as you let me know by the 14th. So I know it's fast turnaround this time, because I've been pondering this for a long time, and I just had to pull the trigger, and I messaged Jean, and anyway, we got it all sorted out for the 28th of April. So just let me know by the 14th. You just go to stampitup.ca, just click on menu and then kits, and just pick which kit you want me to order for you. Okay, so we've got 3 new ones. We've got the Loveliest Wishes kit, which is very classy, elevated kind of white on white tones. But we've got this fun paper bouquet kit, the essentials kit. So all the kits range in price as long as you give me a full price kit. So none that are on discount. Or maybe I should just say, as long as it's kind of over $20, you're good. Because this card keeper kit is on sale. It's on last chance for $30.60. Anyway, so the Scenic Travel Journal kit is on special. Anyway, oh boy. Okay. Anyway, you pick your kit, you write it in the comments. I'll order it for you while supplies last, all that good thing. If you want to RSVP after the 14th, no worries. You'll just pick a kit from my stash, because I will bring kits with me to the restaurant, and you can just pick. Okay. So, yeah, only 8 people, space is limited. And then we'll craft our little kits together. We'll chat. So it's a make and mingle. So you might meet some new friends. And then you'll order your supper just with the restaurant through the but I like to order there. It is technically a Korean restaurant, but what they're known for is their fried chicken. Okay. So you can get chicken wings or fried chicken. Like that's what I like to order, but with like a little bit Asian inspired sauces. Anyway, but you can get like Asian dumplings. There's all different kinds of things. And everything I've had there has been delicious. And I would love to enjoy it with you. Okay, so that's announcement number 1 about a new event that I'm doing. Who's excited? So this is to help with kind of it makes me feel uncomfortable when classes fill up, because then it means I can't invite new people, or I sometimes have to turn away people, and that makes me super sad. So I've added Make and Mingle Monday at Pig and Chick. April 28th is the first one. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'll get into a regular routine with that. Second new event, you asked, I'm answering. I don't know how many of you have asked me to bring back Stamp Camp. Okay, so many of you have asked me to bring back Stamp Camp. Stamp Camp was one of the first things I cut when I started working full time, because I used to have these stamp camps. We'd make 10 different cards every time there was a new catalog. There'd be a goodie bag, there'd be a Greek lunch, there'd be 40 people or something. And it was a lot to prepare for and cut. So, and renting the space and getting a room big enough and setting up. And it was just a lot. I loved it though. And I know you loved it because so many of you have asked me about it. So I've been turning around and around in my head how I can do another stamp camp. So I'm going to try with a little twist, a change. So instead of me catering the Greek food, we're actually going to hold the stamp camp in the Greek restaurant where I order the food from. It's called Ithaca. It's in Markham. We all love their tender chicken souvlaki anyway, and the rice and the salad. Anyway, I feel like people used to come to stamp camp for the Greek lunch, not for the cards. But anyway, and then I've just changed it to 8 cards instead of 10 so that it's a little more time time accessible for me, but also for you. And I'm not calling it a new catalog stamp camp because now we have new product coming out on online exclusive. So it will still focus on new product. 8 different cards. We're going to meet at the Ithaca restaurant. It's going to be $65. You'll get a goodie bag. There'll still be a quick stamping demonstration to inspire you. If you don't have your catalog, you can take a look at it there, but hopefully you'll get it before May 31st. And what else can I tell you? And then you'll order your own Greek lunch from the restaurant and pay the restaurant directly. Okay, so same thing as Lunch, Laugh, and Craft and Make and Mingle. It just is like one less thing for me to worry about. People with the food allergies or food intolerances, you just order what you want, okay? And it's not one less thing for me to keep track of. So I'm super excited about that too. So both of those things are in person in Markham. So apologies to those of you who live too far away, but it's worth the drive to Markham. So that is going to be on May 31st. Okay, I got to get crafting now. Those are the 2 big announcements I wanted to make. I am super excited about them, super excited to reconnect with you with some of these new things and to craft and chat and enjoy, and a place for you to bring friends, because I know some of you have friends who don't consider themselves crafty, but if you know me, I put a lot of effort into making sure my classes are accessible, and that even if you don't have experiences or you feel like you're all thumbs, I try to set up my stations and my buckets and pre-cut the things so that anyone can participate. So I hope that you'll feel comfortable attending and inviting some new friends to these 2 new classes that I've just announced. Okay, there's always lots going on in the Craft Cave, but because I have to go and do some other things this morning, I'm actually flying out for work to Alberta tomorrow, and I feel like there's 10,000 things to do beforehand. I wonder what the weather's like in Alberta. If you're out that way, let me know what the weather's like and what can I expect. So, okay, I've got the tabletop here. Let me get rid of that shadow. And I am going to do a super quick project with you today. Because if you're like me, you're getting ready for Easter. Sorry for the glare on my face. I'm going to need to get another lamp or something. Anyway, so I wanted to share one of the projects that we did at my Creating for Christ event that I had in March. And it's a super easy treat box idea. Anybody can do it. So I'll give you the measurements and I'd love to see your version once you create it. Okay. So you're going to need a piece of cardstock. Okay. You can pick whatever color you want. It's 4 inches by 4.5 inches. Okay. 4 inches by 4.5 inches. What happened to my paper trimmer? So weird. I was just using it yesterday. Okay, here we go. Okay, so our paper trimmer is awesome if you don't have one already, because we have a scoring blade and a cutting blade, okay, as well as it's got an arm that extends so you can cut much larger sheets of paper. I don't think I need it that large. Okay, but I'm just going to show you on the 4-inch side, okay, on the 4-inch side, I want you to score it at 1.5 inches, okay, and 2.5 inches. So you'll score it at 1.5 inches. So just put on the 4-inch side, 1.5 inches and 2.5 inches. Okay, and then you are going to rotate it so that you've got the 4.5-inch side here. And then you're going to score it at 1 inch on either side. Okay, so you'll score it at 1 inch and then turn it to the other side and score it at 1 inch again. Okay, so then what you'll end up with is sort of like a tic-tac-toe kind of thing. Okay, and then you'll just take your scissors. Where are my paper snips? Oh my gosh, I had everything here yesterday. Here they are. Okay, so you'll take your paper snips and you're going to snip here. Maybe if I fold on the score lines, it'll be a little clearer. Okay. Okay, so you can do this any color you want. I did it in garden green. Okay, so I'm going to, on this little short line here, I'm just going to snip up to where the score lines intersect. Okay, this creates like a little box. Okay, so then once you've done that, you just fold these flaps up and it creates like a little box. Okay, so I'm going to use just our multi-purpose liquid glue just because it is pretty strong. You can also use tear and tape. Okay, and then I am going to just put a little bit of glue on this flap here. Okay, and we'll seal that up. Okay, it is a little squishy here, so you're just going to have to hold it for a second till the glue sets, and we'll do the same on the other side. Okay, so while that glue is setting, but you can see you could put some little Easter eggs in here. You could put like a little peppermint patty, all kinds of different things in there. Okay, so that's just a super easy. You've got the measurements now to make like a little box. So it's fun to decorate the front of the box. And I'm using the Countryside Corners dies. These have already been pre-cut, but I am going to show you because they are last chance. So I don't know, and they're on special. So if you haven't taken a look at the last chance section, I highly recommend it because there are things on special there and things that will be disappearing that are only available while supplies last. So if you go to stampinup.ca, make sure I'm listed as your demonstrator. Go to specials, go to last chance products. Okay, and then you can scroll and see all the last chance products. You can also see that some of them have very significant discounts. So I'll show you the dies that I'm using are called the Countryside Corners dies, I believe. Okay, and I know they're last chance because they've got that pink banner that says last chance. They're normally $39. Right now they are $27.30. So I don't know how long that's going to last for. So don't wait. But anyway, I am using it today. So this is how I'm going to decorate the box. Okay, so I'm going to kind of put one on one side and one on the other side of the box just to give it a little bit of shape. Okay, now you don't want this hanging down too much because I think it will be hard to stand up. I still want the base of the box on the being able to sit on the table. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here. I'm going to match the edge up with the bottom of the box and try to center it a bit. Okay. Have you ever done a box like this? It's fun to use dies to kind of decorate the front of your boxes. Okay. So I'm going to put one on the back just to make it look a little more finished. Okay. And then the great thing about these Countryside Corners dies is that there's a whole bunch that like layer up together, so you have all different sizes. I'm going to use the Faith Collection stamp set because I was thinking this might be fun to do as like an Easter treat box or something. And I'm going to take these like palm branches and, well, I would use my Garden Green ink, but I think I put it somewhere, but I don't know where it's gone to. So let's pretend that this is Garden Green, although it's shaded spruce. I feel like I took it with me when I went to Onstage. Okay, Onstage was last month. I'm very aware of that. But I have not cleaned up my suitcase since Onstage, but I'm going to have to today because I am flying out tomorrow. So my life is about priorities, right? Is it really important to unpack my suitcase? If I needed Garden Green before today, I would have gone up and gotten it. But I'm just going to put some of these palm branches here just to dress up this label a bit. Okay. And then I just use some of our glimmer paper. I wouldn't be surprised if this is retiring too. And put a cross on it to celebrate Easter. And then we'll put that on there. Okay. So let's put that on. And then, of course, we can put like a little sentiment this here. We'll do the He is risen would be good, I think. You can just decorate it and dress it up however you want. Okay. I'll pop that up. I can't remember what I actually did at my Creating for Christ class, but our dimensionals are awesome. I use them like water. They're so helpful. Okay, and then why don't we take the stamp set? We'll do a little He is risen here. Here it is. And then this could be a really simple and easy Easter little treat. What do you think we should put inside? Easter eggs would be fun, right? Okay, I have to finish this because I have to hop into a meeting now. But I think I did. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that April 15th is coming up really fast. So Stampin' Up! Is changing their rewards program. So a few things are going to change on the account, stampitup.ca account. So if you want to make sure that you're getting Stampin' Rewards, oh, it's really bugging me. I don't have my Garden Green. Don't panic. We can use the Garden Green marker maybe. Make sure that you've got an account set up and have me as your demonstrator so that when the rewards program starts in April 15th or 16th, you'll be all set. But there's going to be some downtime on the online store and on the website while they transition over. So it's going to be exciting. Every $25 order, well, no, as long as your order is over $25, you'll get 10% of rewards back that you can use for a future order. Okay, so this new rewards program is way better than the one we have, because right now to get rewards, you have to be over $200. Okay, and so this way, more people will get rewarded. Okay, we'll just pop that on there. And there's our little treat box. If I had some gems, I'd put them on, but anyway. Or maybe we should put it on the back. I don't know. Okay, I like both. Okay, so we could put that on the back. Oh, it'd be even better. Okay, sorry. All these ideas come to me later on. I can't even remember. You know, we could put just a little bit of ribbon around here. How would that look? That's kind of neat. Let's see if we can do that. I don't know. Maybe that's not a great idea. To make it match. What do you guys think? Ribbon? No ribbon? Okay, no ribbon. Ribbon. Okay, well, I have to go now. Let's put the ribbon on and see what it looks like. And then I got to sign off. Okay, tell me your comments here. I don't know if I can see all the comments today. Facebook is weird that way. Okay, where's my take your pick tool? I think I need this. Oh, okay, let's see how it looks. You can tell I haven't had as much happy crafting time because I am like so happy right now. I haven't been able to craft as much as I would like. And so just playing with my pretty things warms my heart. Okay, let's put this here. Glue dots are a girl's best friend. Okay, put that on there. So sticky, those glue dots. Okay, so there you go. There's another idea. And Rose is like, with the ribbon, yeah. Okay, so I wish I had some candy to put inside. Thanks for joining me today. Let me turn this light back on. Rose, when are you coming back? Are you still in sunny? I know you're a snowbird, so hang on. How do I? Okay, I disappeared for a second there, but hey everyone, thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great day, and I hope I inspired you a little bit with my upcoming classes and this fun treat box project. Thanks for joining me. Bye.